Hello and welcome to my very first game video on this channel. This is going to be a small, slow series on fully completing Minecraft and all of its advancements. Now, I haven't played since like 2016, so I don't really know what's new, so I'm playing this in easy mode just to get the hang of it. I also gave myself the bonus chest, because why not? Now, I have never beaten Minecraft legitly, and I've barely touched the nether, so this is going to be fun. I think the furthest I've ever gotten in Minecraft was full Iron Gear on Pocket Edition, where the worlds were only a super small box. I remember being able to open up my world and have this cool mountain range where I could boat to the expanded world. I don't think the Nether existed, or I guess I didn't know about it, but either way, I never went to the Nether, so I haven't actually completed Minecraft ever. I went to the end in the Nether in creative mode, and also fought the dragon, but I've never done it in a full survival game. First thing I did was all the basics, like tree chopping and tools. I always like to find a village and take over it. I just like the protection of all the iron golems that spawn, and I can now get cool villager traits. I haven't really explored these since the last I remember it was just basic trades, so I'm excited to learn new things. I also like expanding villages and building them into strong towns. This may be a small village, but I had big plans for it. I found lots of things in the chests and tons of wheat for bread. There was a cave right next to the village, so I was able to get lots of iron. I was able to make myself full iron tools and armor. I actually haven't explored the new caves yet, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really excited to look into them. Just look at me, getting all geared up, going off to fight monsters soon. Soon I'll be taking over the world. Maybe. This was my first time using a shield. I don't really know how it works. I remember when you used to be able to right click and your sword would like block things, but I guess they switched that to the shield. I feel really old now that I'm talking about it out loud. But I did kill some monsters. I did get blown up by the creeper. And you'll see that it happens a lot because I just kind of like to deal with them by blocking and letting them blow up. Man, don't you like seeing all of this really boring Minecraft content that I'm sure you've seen a million times? But now you're gonna see it here. I'm just trying to start out slow with this since I don't really know what I'm doing. This is my first ever game video, so let me know if there's anything that you want me to do. Or give me tips. That would be greatly appreciated because, yeah, haven't played since like 2016. Don't really know what's going on. But hey, I'm back in the caves now. This cave had so much iron, so much so that I just started leaving it for future me in case I somehow used all the iron or it got lost. I didn't really know how far down I wanted to go in this cave. I just kind of wanted to find a bunch of different things and see what is new in the, I think it's the Caves and Cliffs update. My way of playing Minecraft is gathering a bunch of materials and just hoarding them, because I don't really know what to do with all of them, but I know they'll come in handy at some point. Look, I made another advancement. I also found this deep slate, which was pretty cool, and I found some lapis. This cave was really good, and I found a lot of different spawners. I think you can turn them into like mob farms. I don't know if you can do anything with a zombie one, but I did eventually find a skeleton one, which will definitely be useful for bones and arrows. And I think you can turn both into like XP farms, but I don't really know how to do that, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I got super far down into the cave and started finding gold, and I even found my first diamond, which I was very happy about. My boyfriend was looking over my shoulder, so it kind of felt like a good luck diamond. Unfortunately, it was only one, but I guess one is better than none. Combat is different than I remember, so it's gonna take me a while to learn. You can see here, I have no idea what I'm doing with the shield or with like the attacks. I know you have to like charge up your sword or something. I also found this zombie villager, which I promptly killed, and I also found another zombie spawner. In the future, I'm going to be making an iron farm, so I'm going to need these zombies, so I'm leaving it be. I don't really know how to make the iron farm yet, but there's plenty of tutorials that I'm going to follow. I'm not really sure how to do these voiceovers. I don't know if you want to see me like talk about each thing that I did or just kind of talk about random things related to my plans for this. But right now I'm going to share with you my plans for the village that I found. So the current plan is to build a wall around it to make it all nice and safe, and then I'm going to tear down every single village hut in there and replace them with little houses. I think I'm going to turn it into like a mushroom village, like very cottagecore kind of thing. Short little break in my plans. So I went further into this cave and I found a spider spawner, and then I started kind of getting overrun with mobs. I don't know where they came from. I feel like easy mode spawns a bunch of mobs in the same corner and then none anywhere else. I'm not really sure if that's normal, but there was a lot of spiders, a skeleton, and baby zombies. I would like to blame the zombies for my death, but I'm pretty sure it was me just bouncing backwards and trying to hit them. Their hitboxes are like terrible. I just see this creeper and I was just so upset that I died that I was just like, if you blow me up, you blow me up. But luckily I had a lot of iron back in the cave, so I was able to get geared up pretty quickly and go back in to see if I could find any of my stuff, which of course I didn't because it all went in the lava. So back to my plans for the village. Of course, the wall, I want to make it cottagecore. I kind of want to give each villager their own little house and then the workstation inside their house. There will be no separation of work and home in this village. I think I'm going to make my big house outside of the village just so I can close the villagers in if I need to and run away from them. But I'm hoping to build like a little barn for my farm animals and then maybe like a cat and dog cafe because I find that I collect those a lot. You can see I pillared up to escape these zombies and then I get knocked off of it. I am still learning how to like pillar away from mobs, but I really did just get overrun by zombies. I'm not sure how it happened. I don't know where they came from, and I haven't explored the cave enough to find their spawner or just light up the area a bit more. But back to the houses. I want to make individual mushrooms with very colorful tops, and I'm either going to make concrete, which I think takes a lot of materials, or clay, which I kind of need a mesa biome for because it's so hard getting clay normally. I also found this bee, which I was really shocked at how big it was. Like, should the bee be this big? It just feels off. But I did find a amethyst geode in the mines, and I decided to take the village bell and replace it, put it on that amethyst block that I mined up, kind of like a ode to my expedition. There's just so much around this village that is so cool to me. I have so many different biomes around me. I also found a really cool mine shaft. And then I found out that you can make these copper golems, and I have no idea what they're used for, don't know how to use them much, but I did make myself one, and it is so cute. Like, it is stupidly cute. I don't know how to turn them into statues yet, so I'm gonna have to look that up. There's so much I have to look up in this game. But I'm hoping to use these copper golems as a sort of like storage organizer thing. I also tested out this spear, and I don't think I'm using it correctly. I think you have to get like more power behind it. So I put it back in my chest because it wasn't doing me any good just to carry it around. But I will be back to investigate it at some point. I think you need the elytra. I think that's how you say it. I think you need that to really get a good charge on it. I also found out that you can cure or heal, I guess, your iron golems just by giving them iron. So I healed up this guy because I don't think I'm going to be doing any good protecting in this village, so someone around here has to. You can see me trying to poke the pig with the spear and it's not doing anything. And eventually I give up, and I have to start gathering up mobs for my farms. This is always like step 3 in my plan to play Minecraft. It's always find a village, and then live in it. Find a cave, go caving and get at least iron, and then I like to gather up animals so that I can create farms. I also ran across this weird villager and I was like, what job does he have? And then I clicked on him and he does this awful movement with his head. It is really off-putting and I don't like him. I had to Google what it was, and he's called a nitwit, which, I don't know, I feel like he kind of lives up to that name. It just suits him. So now I just have a random nitwit running around my village. And I don't want to kill him because he adds strange character, and I also don't want to make the golem mad at me. I do think I'm going to learn how to make like auto farms, at least for maybe the sheep and the chicken, because I had to watch a whole video on how to trade with villagers and how to get like good trades and stuff. And I saw that you do need like chicken to trade with them for emeralds, or you need like wool. So I'm going to try to get that set up Apparently the wolf farm is pretty easy, so I might do that first out of all my farms, but I do think an iron farm is first on the list for me to do. I also tamed a donkey, and I'm on the quest to get a really good donkey and horse, and I don't think these donkeys are the best, but it's my first pet, so I'm just gonna keep it. I also tested if they could go over water, because last I remember, they couldn't, and they do. I was very pleasantly surprised about this. This is gonna make travel so much easier. I always collect the super close animals and then just start breeding them. As long as I have 2, I'm fine. And then I start killing the rest, because I don't want any stray animals within the walls of my village. I also discover this brush thing. I don't really know where to use it. I'm sorry, I keep saying I don't really know what to do with anything, because I just haven't played in a while. I promise I will be doing my research after I make this video. But isn't the brush just kind of cool how it works? I feel like I'm sweeping the floor. I also think I'm going to start doing like live videos, like talking while I'm playing instead of this voiceover, because I feel like I just don't really know what to say, but I have to get a mic and find like a good space for me to film. But I always feel like it takes me so much longer to edit videos where I'm talking over it, because sometimes I like to restart, or there's outside noises that I like to cut out, so it might take me longer to get these videos up. But I might try to do like the time lapses or stuff like that. But I promise this is not my 2-week Minecraft phase. I'm going to try to complete every single advancement in this game. I found this horse. I think it's a pretty good horse. I'm not really sure what the standards are for horses in their run speed and jumping, but we went exploring and I found this little beach area. I think I'm going to turn it into like a bigger beach area. I think I'm actually going to take over this entire island that I'm running on right now. But there were turtles over there, and the turtles are so cute. I'm actually really glad that we have a little space for my turtles. And of course, one of my biggest things that I do in Minecraft is collect every single animal that I see. No matter how many I have, I just keep collecting them. I don't know why. But since there's new cats and dog variants, I'm going to try to collect all of them, which I think is also an achievement. I did find this angry wolf, and I have no idea why it was angry, but I really wanted this type of wolf. But I just couldn't get it because I couldn't figure out what it was angry about. So I just left it. Hopefully I see it again in the future. I ended this little recording segment with seeing how many advancements I have, and I didn't realize at the time how many were there. I thought it was just like the few that I was scrolling through. You'll see here. I Googled it and it come to find out that there's so many more than what I see here. So this will be a very long series because I'm going to try to take it slow, build up my village, build up my different farms, and of course try to complete all of these while doing it. So I hope you are excited for this series. I am very excited to be doing this. I have a few more videos that I need to upload that are going to be just voiceovers, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to do more lifestyle videos. I just need to get a mic. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed and are looking forward to the rest of this. I certainly am. So, thank you, and I will see you in another video. Bye!